Hello, my name is Sula. I am a somatic healing coach. I have been guiding individuals in healing their mind through the magic of their bodies for over 20 years, using many different tools, including breathwork, theta healing, Reiki, energy work, forgiveness work, and many other things. Recently, I took a very special trip to a sacred site. On that beautiful land, I received many messages, including a vision of a healed world for all of us to enjoy. In order for us to experience a healed world, we must heal our minds. Since I've been back from that trip, I have changed the name of my business and my brand to the Healed Mind Method. And I'm going to share with you today three things. One, the biggest block to healing. Two, a free class that I'm coming up that I'm teaching next Saturday. And three, the framework of my course that I'm building. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the biggest block to healing. Now, I understand that in trauma work, there are levels and dimensions, especially victim consciousness has different dimensions to it. And when someone is in victim consciousness, and I'm going to explain what that is, they are hurting. There's a lot of pain involved. And so we need to tend to those tender parts, to those parts in ourselves that are hurting before we can come out of victim consciousness. So let's say that you already did your emotional healing. You already tended to the aspects of you that were abused and traumatized. And now you need to step out of that and into empowerment. Because if you don't, you stay stuck in victimhood. What is victimhood? Same, it's a mindset. It's a state of mind. And within that mindset, here are the elements. You believe that life is happening to you and that there is a lot of rumination, a lot of negative thinking. There's emotional dysregulation and blame. On the flip side, the polarized side of blame is shame. So someone could be either thinking that it's everybody else's fault, or the polarization is it's everything is my fault and you're in deep shame, which is also very destructive. We don't want to be on either side of those. We want to come out of both. And also within this frame, we have attack and defense. You believe that you need to defend yourself. You're very guarded and expecting attack, or always responding as an attack. Next is the lack of empathy. You are so involved in your pain. There is so much pain within yourself that you don't see anybody else's pain, anybody else's needs around you. And also compulsive behaviors. You keep choosing things that are not the highest choice for yourself. In this mind frame, you think that you are a victim. You may not be thinking it in your conscious mind, but you're behaving like one. And deep inside, you are functioning from poor me. And we do not want to stay here. This is powerlessness. There's a lot of helplessness and hopelessness within this mindset. And it's a choice to get out of it. Okay. You have to make a conscious choice to move beyond this state of mind. And when someone doesn't choose to come out, that becomes the biggest block to healing. Healing it doesn't have space for the light to come in and illuminate your mind and heal negative thoughts within the mind. All right, so this is the biggest block to healing, victim consciousness. And then I'm going to share with you the opposite. The other side of it is I am life. This is where we go into in our mindset Life presents to me what my thoughts are. I am 100% responsible to what happens to me. And you are radiating light and love out, right? You know that you are co creating with the forces of the universe. You're co creating energetically with other people, and you become the author of your life. And this is empowerment. This is where you sit in the driver's seat of your life. And then you start to move forward. Okay. So now I'm going to share with you the class next week. Is a free class online. I'm going to be diving deeper into what I just shared and also the 5 elements of circular breathing and guide you through a journey of loving presence to reach a peaceful field within yourself. That's happening on Saturday, August 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I will link the description below and how to register for this class next week. And the last thing I want to share with you today is the framework that I'm working with, building my online course with all the things that I have learned, witnessed, and experienced for myself. The Healed Mind Method, 5 modules where you learn how to process your mind and feel your feelings and emotions, and then be able to see your future version of yourself. The first module is somatic breathwork. We will be learning the foundation, the history of circular breathing, and how to use it not only for nervous system regulation, but for trauma healing. Second module is forgiveness. Forgiveness is a very important step in my work. It is the key to happiness. It is the master eraser. It really supports you in placing the past in the past and moving forward. Forgiveness is a learned behavior, and you must learn how to forgive. Most people don't know how, and they stay stuck. And so I help people become unstuck. Through forgiveness, we move through grief because underneath unforgiveness is a lot of sadness. Then we move on to the third module on relationship patterns, identifying negative patterns and ancestor healing. Most likely, the patterns that you have inherited, the patterns that you currently have in your life, probably came from your ancestors. So we're going to work with some healing with the bloodline. Fourth is emotional intelligence. We're going to learn how to become more emotionally intelligent, how to identify and process and express your emotions, and to change the narrative. Number 5, it is your future self. We're going to go through the hero's journey, learn how to locate yourself, and have the power to see the future and envision a new life for yourself. This is what I am building right now after this amazing trip that I took recently that opened up my mind, and it gave me so much inspiration. If you want to be first one to get into this program, please sign up for my priority list, thehealedmindmethod.com, and you will be the first ones to get in and go through the program. All right, I'm going to stop the share. And here I am with my kitty cat. This came to say hello. This is my kitty cat, Rumi. Thank you so much for listening. And I look forward to sharing a bit more with you as I continue on this new way of expressing myself and sharing myself with the world through technology. So thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you soon.